And welcome back to Crypto Housewife channel. Today is April 25th, 2023, and I did a day trade today. Yes, I've been telling some of you guys that I want to get back into trading stocks, but more like penny stocks, cheaper stuff. And I learned how to trade over 5 years ago. And one of the sites that I use to learn is Warrior Trading. Actually, they've been around for a few years. This guy here, Ross Cameron, trades momentum, basically opening bell breakouts. So he's like a professional trader, equivalent to like a tightrope walker who's walking across a rope at 1,000 feet high. You might think you can do that by, taking a course and successfully cross that rope. Well, I'm here to tell you, no, you're going to crash and burn over and over again. And trading is a lot like that. You can learn the techniques involved in day trading, but applying them is another thing. So you got to do it at your own risk and expect to lose some money. Trading is very risky and most traders lose money. And he puts this on his site right here. And I agree. When I started to trade too, I was losing some money. That's part of the game. And if you're not willing to lose money, don't even bother playing this game. And also, you got to put in years of educating yourself, and at least a year, in my opinion, on a simulator. Basically paper trading with fake money. So you learn how to trade, and then you trade on a simulator. And then when you're ready to dip your toe in the water, you do a small position with not a lot of money. That way you don't lose a lot. And also know when to cut it real fast so that you keep your losses at a minimum. And all this sounds easy to say, but it's extremely hard to do. So why am I doing this? Okay, the past year and a half or so, 2 years, I've been into crypto, and the past year or so, the whole market has been down. So I haven't been doing much trading, but the past couple of months, things have started to pick up in the stock market and crypto market. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to do a little bit of a refresher on day trading, low price stocks, penny stocks, stuff under $5. So I went onto Warrior Trading's website and I signed up for their $19 2-week trial. It's a limited trial. It gets you into things like their chat room, although you cannot talk in their chat room. You see, it says upgrade to a trading course membership to add chat abilities. You can see what they're saying. And also you have access to their screener, their scanners. So these are pre-set up for basically trading momentum, and they're already preset. So if you didn't know how to preset a scanner, you could copy these if this was the style you wanted to trade like. But there's so many different trading styles. So in this, you have the small cap for the penny stocks, large cap. And I was heading more towards the small caps. So today I got into CXAI. So it popped up on the scanners. And what I did is that I just eyeballed it, put up my own chart in TradingView. I'll put a link down below. TradingView is a fantastic service. So I love them as a charting platform. So anyway, CXAI 1-minute chart. So here's where we opened. So it closed down here at like $6.30, and then it burst up to $8.65. It was traded in the pre-market, and that's why it, jumped up. So this is a gapper, and that hit the scanner's radars for momentum. So it's like, oh, this thing is moving up. So people, were on it. So you can see the volumes went kind of stupid high, and the price continued to go up. And then it pulled back in, and then, it went up and up. So remember, 1 candle equals 1 minute. So this is a period of a half hour. A half hour went by here. So I got into it, and here's something interesting. Like I said, I haven't been doing any trading in a long time. So I got into it right here at $9.60. I can't remember which line, but here I do a line, $9.60. I'm in. I bought a measly 1 share, 1 stock, and I use Interactive Brokers for my broker. And they're cheap. So it only cost me 10 cents in fees to get into this trade. So I could put on a trade of one share and, only cost me 10 cents because I think it's 1% or something. So in this case, it cost me only 10 cents. So I say, what the heck? I'm going to try to see if I can still pull this off. And so I got in and I saw it pulling in, and I was like, okay, no, this is okay. We're not breaking down too far. And I started drawing in lines, support and resistance. And before I knew it, things were looking really good. It was getting up again. And then we broke out. And that's where I got out. I got out at $10.88 up here and making, I know it's 1 share and it sounds cheap. I made about 10% return. So even though it was cheap, it was like a trade under $10 and 1 share, it was still 10%. Now, if that would have been $1,000 trade that I put on, I would have got $100 out of it in profit. See what I mean? So I didn't want to risk much. Day trading is extremely risky. Any kind of trading is. Crypto is risky. It's all risky. You got to be careful. You got to learn your stuff and have nerves of steel after and respect your plan. I didn't put a stop loss in, but I put in a pre-sell order at $11.50 up here when I took on the trade. Because I said this thing could quickly blow up real quick before I have a time to type in my sell order. So that's what I did. And then I changed it. Once we started pumping up here, I went in and I manually changed it to $10.88. And I got filled right here. And I was like, whew, just barely. Okay, that's good. And that's all I wanted to do today was do a green trade. One trade, green, and 10% return. That's okay. It's not much money. There was not much risk on one trade. So that was just the interesting thing. Like I said, I'm sticking with the Warrior Trading chat room for about 14 days, and we'll see what happens with that. I'm also reading Tim Sykes' book on trading penny stocks at the same time. And yeah, I was also into Simpler Trading's chat room before too. I learned a lot from those guys. And if you're into options, that's really the place to go. They're fantastic. Other things too. So there's a lot out there where you can learn. And a lot of these professional traders who have websites and YouTube channels, some of them have trial versions of their site where you can try it for a few days or a few weeks on the cheap so that you don't spend much money. This way you know what you're getting into before you get into, if you get into something like that. I've never spent more than myself $900 on a chat room access for 1 year. And that was with True Trading Group. And I had buyer's remorse right after, to be perfectly honest. Me and my husband got into that one, and after a few weeks of it, we're like, kind of regret giving them my money, but we had access to it for a year. So, like I said, buyer beware, try to dip a toe in first. So I learned the hard way, but still, you just never know what kind of chat room you're going to be really into unless you kind of try it out beforehand. With Warrior Trading, they did have some problems. There was a really big class action lawsuit against them, I think just last year. My understanding was traders took the course and didn't feel good with the results. They thought that they would have better results with their own personal trading, which didn't happen. And again, it's like buyer beware. If you think you're going to pay for a trading course and you're going to be an excellent trader after, no, you're going to be more knowledgeable, but you're working against the stock market and people who have a lot more education than you. And that's who you're playing against, right? Also, you're playing against people who have no education at all. There's risk involved. So even if you buy the most expensive course out there, it doesn't mean you're going to be a professional trader. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen like that. But I got to give credit to Warrior Trading. It's rare to be able to see a professional trader in action and talk about his trades. And that's what I liked about him, because you don't want to follow people into trades. You got to think for yourself. You got to do your own trades on your own with your education that you've took months, years to learn. If you're following, number one, you're too late. They're going to be in first and out first. And it's no fault of their own. That's just how it is. I mean, if I get into a trade and somebody's trying to follow me, well, of course, I'm going to be in it first because it's my trade. So how can I expect to be better than that trader? I can't, because they're first. You know what I mean? So just to summarize, this is what I've been up to the past few weeks, just trying to refresh myself on day trading, scalping, momentum trading, the scanners, screeners, whatever you want to call them, chat rooms, and doing it on the cheap. I'm trying out different platforms with different traders, and I'm seeing, I'm just more of a refresher to see what's out there and to remind myself of how it's done and what I'm up against. Bottom line, CXAI was a green day for me, something fun to do. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. Do what you want with your own money, but if you lose it, no boo-hooing in the comment section. I don't. I've lost money before. I've made money. And as you saw today, I made a small trade and I actually made 10% on it. So take care of yourself. Be careful. Watch those markets. It's a bit choppy right now. Earnings are out this week. People are going to get burned. Some people are going to make money. And day trading is extremely, extremely dangerous. Hit that like and please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.